Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Jeremy from the channel War Train Wins, and I cannot wait to show you guys all my newest gaming pickups. I have an absolute ton of stuff, so this may be kind of a long video, and I'll also explain why it's been so long since I've made a damn video. But before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you're not already subscribed, think about subscribing. With that said, let's check out these games. So first off, I want to say Happy Father's Day to everybody out there that is a father. Yeah, really cool. I'm so glad to have off. The reason I haven't made a video in so long is I took a promotion at work and I'm on a job. There's a ton of overtime and I have to be there all the time. So it's pretty much only leaving me like one day off a week. And considering since The Legend of Zelda has came out and a bunch of awesome games, pretty much was using that one day to just sit and game all day long. I've crushed some amazing games in that time, in the time since my last video. It's been an absolute blast, guys, playing some of these awesome games. But let me show you guys some of the stuff that I've got since my last pickups video. Now, first off, man, this stuff is huge, so I'm just going to show this kind of in parts. Right here, I have a two-parter for the Tears of the Kingdom poster from GameStop. Absolutely massive, so kind of hard to show it on camera, but do my best here. And this is actually the smaller one here, believe it or not. So there's that guy, and I actually have a four-piece one of these. It's just way too big, so I'll just grab some pieces here. Here's the four different pieces all kind of stacked up, but see if I can find the one with Link. Here's just Link in the one corner one. But yeah, absolutely freaking phenomenal. Glad to have these. I'm dropping them. They're so damn big. Yeah, really freaking cool. My buddy Joe from my local GameStop hooked me up as a favor. It was, yeah, I didn't even ask him. He just gave me this stuff because I hooked him up with a sealed copy of Majora's Mask for the 3DS. He asked me if I had an extra one. I was not sure. I knew I had a bunch of copies, but I had like 3 or 4 sealed copies, so I was like, yeah, dude, here. You know, he's a good buddy of mine, so I just gave him one. And then he hooked me up with, you know, the posters, and he gave me a little pin that was a promotional piece for Tears of the Kingdom. So that was really cool. Thanks again, Joe. Awesome stuff, buddy. So I'm going to cut real quick and grab some of this stuff because, yeah, there's a lot. Alright guys, I grabbed my little guy real quick to kind of help me out, and he wanted to be in one of these videos with me. Since it's Father's Day, it's perfect. So show him the first thing I got here, pal.
I got this guy.
We got this little guy here, one of the DQ leafs or whatever for The Legend of Zelda. Picked that guy up, was looking for it for a while. Let's see. Alright, so start out, I got some 3DS game, or some DS games, one 3DS game. Show him the first one here, buddy.
So we have Yoshi Touch and Go.
Yoshi's Touch and Go. And this is a complete copy that I picked up at my local GameStop, so pretty cool. Let's see, next, what do we have here?
Sonic Rush Adventure.
Sonic Rush Adventure. So don't know much about it, but it looked cool, so I grabbed that guy. And then this next one here is
Metroid Samus.
Samus Returns for the 3DS. I already do have this game, but I, you know, seen it for a fair price and wanted to pick up a second copy because I'm such a big Metroid fan. So those are some handheld games that I got. Now I got this guy right here that my son was with me when I got it for GameCube, and that is, what's that, pal?
Teen Titans.
Teen Titans.
On GameCube.
And this one, unfortunately, is not complete, so it kind of sucks, but still, the game is really freaking good. It looks awesome. Me and him tested it out. What'd you think of the game?
It was alright.
It was alright, so yeah, glad to add that to the GameCube collection. Man, I got a lot of stuff here. Okay, so this next one he really liked. I thought it was really cool. And what do we got here, buddy?
Sonic's 10th anniversary.
Sonic's 10th anniversary. Now, this was for the Dreamcast. I don't know much about it. I actually picked this up from my buddy George. Just really nice display piece. I think it's a DVD with like a history. Has like a coin in it. And like a little booklet just showing some of the games through the years. So definitely had to grab that from my buddy George. Nice case. Alright, so now I'll show you guys some PlayStation games. First one here I got is for PlayStation 4. This is a VR game, and I never seen this game, you know, anywhere, a physical copy. I knew of the game, but like I said, I've never seen this on the shelf, so I had to pick it up. What do we got there, buddy?
We got Star Wars vs. Series Vader Immortal.
So we got Star Wars Vader Immortal for the PS4 VR. Like I said, I don't know if there's, you know, this was bundled in at any time or what, but I've never seen this physically. This is a complete copy, so definitely had to pick that guy up since I love Star Wars. Next one here
is Sonic Frontiers.
Sonic Frontiers on the PS5. I grabbed this one so I could play it at 60 frames a second instead of the 30 FPS on the Nintendo Switch. But yeah, game's pretty cool. I was actually shocked. This game's got great music. I didn't play all the way through it, but I did play, you know, into it a bit, and I really was enjoying it. But then some other great stuff came out. This one here, you probably can't even pronounce this because I don't even know if I can. Astergos Curse of the Stars. This is a sealed copy for PS5. Looked pretty cool. You know, definitely a different kind of game. Sort of gave me like a Zelda vibe a little bit, mixed with one of these other games. I forget the name of the game. It was done by Ubisoft for PS5 early on, a game that came on Switch. Kind of reminds me of that with the like Greek mythology look and all that stuff, and the main character. So this next guy here, what do we got here, buddy?
Resident Evil 4.
Resident Evil 4 Remake. This is fantastic. Got this day one, played straight through it, absolutely loved it. Next one here.
The Star Wars Jedi Survivor EA.
Star Wars Jedi Survivor. This game's fantastic. I haven't beat it yet, but I'm pretty far, definitely through beyond halfway through this game. I stopped playing this because Zelda came out, so had to give this one a break, but I will be picking it back up and finishing it very soon. See if you can read this guy here. Diablo 4, sealed at the moment for the PS5. Had to grab this. Game looks freaking awesome. Graphics look great on the PlayStation 5. And this next one, I know you ain't going to know what that says.
JoJo is
No. This is Ease 9 Monstrum Nox for the PlayStation 5. I did originally pick this up for Nintendo Switch, but I wanted to get this on PS5 as well, just to play, you know, with better graphics, frame rate, all that kind of stuff, you know, getting that like HD, that 4K stuff going on. So that was the PlayStation games that I picked up. So moving forward now, this is all Nintendo Switch stuff, pretty much the rest of it here.
Yeah, and it's gonna be better.
I got a big stack here, so here, show them the first one there, buddy. Hold that up.
We have Pac-Man World.
Pac-Man World Repack. So this was a PlayStation 1 game that they basically did a pretty much a full-on remake. Looks awesome. Had to grab this. It came out a while ago, but I just never grabbed it. So finally picked this up fairly cheap. Next one here, buddy.
Sonic Colors Ultimate.
Sonic Colors Ultimate. Game looks awesome. I do want to get this eventually for PlayStation 5. You know, it runs at 60 FPS on there. This one is only in 30 frames a second, but regardless, still an awesome game. Originally came out on the Wii. Looks phenomenal. And this next guy here is
Adventure Wars.
Advance Wars Reboot Camp 1 and 2. So this originally, Advance Wars came out on the Game Boy Advance, Nintendo Switch, you know, came out with this reboot or whatever, and essentially this thing was delayed for like a year. I had this game pre-ordered for quite the long time, left my copy sealed as of now. And this next one, I'm not even going to ask you to say what it is, because definitely hard to read.
Hold on.
See if you can...
Demon X Machina.
Yeah, Demon X Machina. This was a Nintendo first-party mech game that came out early on in the Switch's life. I was going to pick it up back then, but I played the demo. I was a little unsure. They definitely reworked the game a bit, and I just never seen it after that, like on shelves after its initial release. And the only copies I've seen since then were used with like different cases. So I actually ordered a brand new sealed copy off of eBay before the price of this thing skyrocketed. Definitely wanted to have all like the first party Nintendo games for the Nintendo Switch, so I had to pick this guy up. Now this next one I got off of my good buddy George, another guy that works part-time at GameStop. He's the one that gave me that Sonic 10th anniversary thing that I got off him. And this is, see if you can read that.
Girls und Panzer.
Alright, Girls und Panzer Dream Tank Match DX. So we got some anime girls riding in some tanks. Yeah, my buddy George made it to GameStop, picked this up before I was able to get it. I actually went to grab it and he already snagged it. But he played through the game, beat it, and asked me if I wanted to buy it from him on the side. Because I told him at any time if he wants to get rid of it, just let me know. And he did after he beat it. So I picked this guy up. This game, as far as my Game Eye app says, this game's worth $90 as of now, even as an open copy. So yeah, glad to have this. Really like having these obscure like Japanese style games. So really freaking cool. This next one I actually ordered from PlayAsia. It took a while to get here. Let's see.
Fatal Frame.
Fatal Frame, Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. Don't know much about this one. I don't know if it's a new Fatal Frame game or an older one that they redid, but regardless, wanted to pick this up. This is, like I said, something I grabbed from PlayAsia, and I grabbed a couple. I think, yeah, this next one is actually another one that I grabbed from PlayAsia as well. And see if you can pronounce this one.
Grand HD Collection.
So this is Grandia HD Collection. This is an Asian copy. The American copies have definitely gone up in price. This originally released through limited run. I missed out on it. I really always wanted to have this, but this version, has English. Like, I don't know if it's voice acting or just text, but regardless, it's in English. So I wanted to grab this up. It has both the Grandia games 1 and 2 in HD. So happy to finally get that from PlayAsia. And I actually ordered that one with this next one, and it took forever to get here. Probably because of that Grandia game, they had to try to fill it because it's been out for quite a while. So what do we got here, buddy?
Final Fantasy.
So I got the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster. I got a PlayAsia copy since, I missed out on the pre-orders for these from Square Enix. So really happy to finally get this guy in my collection. The Pixel Remaster 1 through 6 on this. So 6 Final Fantasy games on 1 cartridge. I definitely had to own this. I would have loved to get that collector's edition, but it just didn't. It didn't happen.
And then we got a good one, is The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Had to get this day one. Had this pre-ordered for quite a long time. I played through this. The game is absolutely phenomenal. I think at this point I'm probably like 200 hours into it. Now I'm just pretty much just getting anything I missed in the game, minus a million Korok seeds. I mean, I've got quite a few, but I'm not gonna. That's the one thing I'm not going to collect, through the game and actually make an effort to get them all because there's just way too damn many. But absolutely love this game, and I know you ain't gonna be able to say this here.
Collector.
Yeah, this is
Ryza?
Atelier Ryza. And this is Ever Darkness in the Secret Hideout. So this is the, I want to say this is the first Atelier Ryza JRPG out of the series. So I had to pick this guy up here. And this next one is a game that I already have, but I got a open copy of it since mine is sealed. And this is Atelier Sophie 2. So, picked up that guy. And this next one is Atelier Ryza 3. And I got a sealed copy of this guy. Had to pick that up. I had this one pre-ordered. So that was, I believe, all just the regular Nintendo Switch games that I had in this stack right here. These next two are like more big box ones. This one here is the Silver Case 2425 Deluxe Edition Now this was GameStop new. They had something on their website, so I ordered 2 new games, and unfortunately both of them came GameStop new, which means they were freaking opened. So kind of sucks, but I'm not surprised. And this next one is a day 1 edition of
Trinity Trigger.
Trinity Trigger. You know, going back to an old style of JRPG, you know, pixel style. Had to pick this guy up. Looks freaking awesome. I don't know if they were going for like a Chrono Trigger vibe or whatever, but regardless, had to grab this guy. You know, had this pre-ordered as soon as the pre-orders went live. So got that guy there. And now getting into some really juicy stuff here. So give me 1 second, guys, and I'll be back. Okay, so I had to stop the recording quick so I could go grab this guy. I picked up a used 3DS, and man, this thing is in just absolutely excellent condition. There's barely any scratches on this guy, and I never owned this original, you know, model. Obviously, this is a teal one. Turn it on quick. Yeah, this thing, like the screen, just the body of this thing is absolutely mint. I thought the screen was actually scratched a little, but it wasn't. It's just like in really nice condition after I cleaned it up. Because I just cleaned this guy up. I slapped a Zelda game in there, so pretty freaking cool. See if it's taking a minute to pop up here. Let's see, here we go. Got some Link Between Worlds going on in there. So yeah, just absolutely just gorgeous, this thing. Like I said, mint condition. Had to pick this up. You know, these things definitely are going to be going up in value over time. And I just never had this version, this original version. I've always had just the new 3DS XLs or whatever. So glad to grab that guy. And now show you guys a couple of Amiibos I picked up. First one here is Link Twilight Princess. One that I already had. I usually try to get doubles of these, so now I have a double of Twilight Princess Link. And then when this game came out, Tears of the Kingdom, I had to get 2 of these guys. Had these pre-ordered as soon as they went live, so happy to finally get these guys. And when I got that stuff from my good buddy George, I also got this from him, the Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition Strategy Guide. Freaking awesome. This thing is in very nice condition. This has the original game, Zelda 2, Adventure of Link, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask. So yeah, this thing is just like in excellent condition. I love having these strategy guides. I mean, this is like showing these games from GameCube. So like, you know, in here it will like show the GameCube controller and stuff. But yeah, really happy to add that guy to my, you know, strategy guide collection. And then when my buddy George, when I gave him that sealed Majora's Mask, he actually originally gave me this little Tears of the Kingdom pin. It's pretty small, but yeah, he gave me this Tears of the Kingdom pin set, or this pin that was for GameStop employees or whatever. That way, you know, they could wear it on their shirt. He had an extra one, so he just threw this in for just hooking them up along with those posters I showed you guys at the beginning. So I just want to say thanks again, Joe, for hooking me up, man. This is freaking awesome. And then when I pre-ordered the games, they had these little things you would slide on your arm. The employees were wearing them at GameStop. It's basically to look like Link's damaged arm in the game. And I got 2 of those guys, so that's pretty cool. Actually, you know what? I have 3 of these guys. I didn't even realize it.
Yeah, you
do. Yeah, I have 3 of those, so that's cool. And then also from pre-ordering from GameStop, you would get this little wooden plaque that was actually the Zonai Seal in the game that you actually would like use to open doors and to go in shrines and everything. And I have 2 of these guys, which is pretty cool. And these guys also hooked me up with this that I'm pretty sure you have to be a GameStop employee to get this. It is a Explorer's Scarf. So I was like, damn, dude, thanks, guys. They really hooked me up. You know, these guys are great. My buddies Joe and George. Unfortunately, my buddy Dan doesn't work there anymore, which, you know, sucks, but he moved on to greener pastures. But really, really cool. Glad to have this to add to the Zelda collection. So, to move into some, like, bigger stuff here, I got not one, but two. What do we got here, buddy?
Zelda Controllers.
Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Pro Controllers. Got two of these guys. Didn't know if I was going to be able to get one, so originally I had purchased one off of eBay, and then when one came available at GameStop, when the game came out, I wound up getting a second one. So absolutely awesome. Glad to have both of these. At one point, I may even open one of these just to use, because man, this is one of the coolest looking Pro controllers that, you know, I think they came out with. I like the black with the one white side. I think that looks freaking awesome. And let's see. Again, same thing with this version here. This thing's a little heavier, but I've got not one but two of what, buddy?
Like Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom Collector's Editions. I got two of these guys. Same deal originally. I got one from eBay, and then I was able to get one day one. Man, these things are pretty weighty, but absolutely awesome. You know, as of now, both of these are sealed since I did just get the regular version of the game. Love the box here. Love the artwork on the back. You know, freaking killer. Yeah, this game is phenomenal. I'm expecting this easily to be Game of the Year this year. Just pretty much everything about this game's great. It's Breath of the Wild and then so much more. There's just, the game's packed with stuff. It's just an absolute blast. Was absolutely hooked on playing through it. You know, I finally started to slow down a little on it, but yeah, I'm absolutely loving it. What's up, guys? Here at GameStop for the Zelda Pre Launch, and it is packed. Got my buddy Joe here.
Yeah, I was trying to sell it to my friend Nigel. I don't know.
Got my daughter here with me. She's filming. Man, this is a full house, and you should see the drawer they have just packed with games. Pretty insane. But I couldn't miss this, so take some video footage for you guys, and let's check it out. Here's Michaela, I got with me here. She got Tears of the Kingdom as her screensaver on her phone. She's had this ready since the game, you know, a month before the game came out here. So yeah, it's a full house in here. Line out the door.
pretty freaking sick. Yeah, I've never seen so many games in one drawer, all of the same game, especially these days. Pretty crazy stuff, but yeah, looking forward to this. They got some awesome stuff to sell, a bunch of Zelda merch. I've seen at other GameStops, they had a huge Lynx statue, freaking so sick. I wish they would have had that here, but unfortunately not. Can't wait to show you guys all the stuff that I picked up.
Oh yeah, of course. I thought that next week. Still there. I'm like, fine. I want it. I don't care. Slab City, isn't it? Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I haven't seen another one since though.
Well, I mean, Cloud City also always has a leader.
Oh yeah. I mean, if they don't,
Oh yeah, it's got weight to it.
they don't have that kind of alley.
Well, now they're
Yeah.
there you go, Aaron.
Here's your loot.
My mom's only thing was school the next day.
Yeah.
And my whole class guy went,
Yeah,
all
it's
my
so
class,
dope.
you know, we were like, oh no, those are my things never changed. So I was alone
Time to get a coffee. Look at that, isn't that sick?
And I also got this guy right here. When this came out, had this pre-ordered, and that's the Tears of the Kingdom Nintendo Switch OLED. Absolutely awesome. And then the last thing that I got here is the carrying case to put the system in. So that rounds out all of the stuff I picked up since my last pickups video. Quite a lot of stuff here. So I'm going to ask my son here, out of all this stuff, what is his favorite thing? I know there's kind of a lot, so what do you think, pal? See what he decides.
Probably this.
Probably this. So he picked out the Tears of the Kingdom Nintendo Switch OLED. Yeah, this is an absolutely awesome looking one. I'm dying to take this thing out of the box. I might even pick up a second one if I find one anywhere. I haven't really been out to see if they're in stores or what anymore. But if it's available, I'd love to pick one up. But those are my pickups, guys. Thanks for watching. Again, happy Father's Day to everybody. And thanks to my son, Sean, for being in the video. But until next time, guys, have a good one.